Edward here from the Crypto Viewing Group, and of course, I gotta give a plug for the team. My buddies, my pals, over at the Crypto Viewing Group, where we do a lot of remote viewing, as I say all the time, timely, important, all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of information that, as a team, we provide. I'll have the link below, and so check us out and see what is going on there. We got a ton of stuff, just a ton of stuff. Not just the remote viewing. There's other very important information there too. Check us out. I have the link below. Very proud of the team there. Okay, now we're going to go over session number 2 very quickly. On my Patreon, I have a longer version of the analysis of session number 2 along with the recording of the live session, because I record my sessions, most of them. So if you want to see the session done live, I have that available on my site. Okay, so here's the target again. This is a vacation target. I asked Dustin Newcomb to set up for me. This is what, in the variables that he set up for me, some subtaskings that he had here, which I hit on. Most of them I hit right away. So in this session number 2, it goes into this subtask, meaning that if I wasn't hitting any of these or getting information regarding some of these, then he had some subtaskings available for me under different target IDs to go and take it on as a under a different tasking assignment. But I hit them all pretty much in the first 2 sessions. I was on target. So in session number 2, it deals a lot with this one here. Perceive, experience, and describe and draw any information regarding the being known as Mary Magdalene's spiritual practice, including accomplishments, rituals, teachings, and writings. So a lot of the stuff that came in session number 2 dealt with these things here. It's all word text. As I was going through well, I do have some drawings in there too, actually. But that's what that one was about. So that's why I never got that tasking ID. So again, this was May 6th. I did the first session, and this is where it ended on the first session before I took a break. This is the type of person who would sit on a rock and give a sermon, speaking the word, and people would listen. Again, at the end of there, kind of going into these things where the spiritual practice, teachings, and writings are concerned. I took a break and came back to it later the same day. So we're still in May 5th here. Okay, this AI, this felt very first person. I feel like I am this person. I feel like I am walking inside this person's body in the first person, walking along these rocky hills. The pace of life is very natural. I eat basic foods and life feels nomadic, but I know where to go. Nomadic meaning you're roaming the earth, but there was a sense of knowing where to go. That was interesting to me. How do I know? There's a rhythm to life and living that I can perceive, so I know where to go and when. Again, these are things that are going into, that for me, post-session would fall under this, the spiritual practice. Again, I'm completely 100% blind to the target. I have no idea what the target is as I'm doing these sessions here. My mind is very tuned to the balance of things. This guides me to where and when. I feel I was taught this, and the dead man was one of my teachers. This one here. Like this was one of the teachers, whoever this person was, teaching those things, teaching how to live in harmony, which goes to these notions here, guides me to where and when. I feel I was taught this by the dead man, a guiding presence. This is what the journey is. The life is to be in a harmony, and I want to know what is that. I want to explore that more. This is a state of mind, a clarity of mind, The harmony is a perceptual state. Once it is obtained, you can stay in it, though there are many distractions and or reasons to step out of it. Don't we all know that? For sure. The life is to stay in it. There are classes of people who maintain it or maintain the awareness of it. Like a teacher class, I'm wondering, like a sage class of people. They're like monks or adepts, priest class, who live a very modest lifestyle. Modesty is to keep the mind clear and uncluttered, like a stripping away. Yet there is no sense of sacrifice in doing it. It just is. It just is. Living that way and teaching it and being an example so that other people can be influenced by it. Experience and describe the clear state of mind. I was enjoying this. This is like the bandwidth of the force that keeps the planets in place. A force of bandwidth, and the idea is obtaining this. In this is knowing where and when. It's taught, I wonder, handed down, I wonder, found. This name came in Desmond, or this word, Desmond. I'll have to look this up, what is the meaning or the root word or the Latin meaning of des. Mind, maybe mind, something des mind, maybe that's what I was getting, maybe, because we're dealing with a mental state here as well. The life's journey, should one take it? And again, this is like a challenge. This is not a question. Should one take it? Should I take it? No, it's a statement. The life's journey, should one take it? It is in the awareness that the instinctual properties, it is in the awareness that the instinctual properties reveal what to do next. There is a perceivable sequence to all events. In this, you know where and when, or when and where, as a destination to fulfill. Moving in the sequence of time and space. The sequence, this word I really enjoy. Sequence, this is a key or prime word that tells time. The adepts of this realm of sequence is what we are. Now when I say we, I would say the adepts. And this idea here was that there's like an order or like an order that practices what I'm talking about here. Practices living in a state of sequence. The knowing of where and when, and to exist in this space here. And so that was session number 2. And so, yeah, that's why I feel that this subtask is what that session was about. That quote-unquote spiritual practice. And rituals, teachings, and writings. And that those teachings, that lifestyle is something that needs to be brought into the equation again. And that's maybe why I feel this target chose us to bring this into the equation. So that is session number 2. Here's where we are on this. We got all the rest of this left. There's a lot more. So that was a great experience. As I go in here, the process that I took on with these sessions was more natural. So as I continue evolving into what I can do from more structured type of remote viewing protocol into a more natural experience. Because years ago, I had the notion that first you learn how to remote view, and then you spend the rest of your life learning how you remote view. Hopefully, or at least that is what I take on. And so the sessions that are coming up are shorter sessions, and they are based off of inspiration as opposed to sitting down. I'm being pulled as opposed to pushing. I'm not sitting down trying to make something happen. I'm sitting down because something has happened. I'm being pulled. So that's what you'll see in the following sessions, but I'll talk about that more once I put out the rest of them. So that's session number 2. I hope you find it interesting. One last plug here for my buddies, the team here, Crypto Viewing. I'll have the link below. Check us out. And many more to come.